After 3 days of trekking deep into the jungle of northern Guatemala, I'm now standing on the largest pyramid that the Mayans ever built in the lost city of El Mirador. This place laid uninhabited for over 1,000 years because of the relentless mosquitoes, thousands of jaguars, and sheerly inhospitable environment. Join me and I'll show you exactly what it takes to get here and why this place matters so much. Welcome to Guatemala. And welcome to the video, guys. This one is going to be very special. I've made it to the tiny town of Carmelita in the northern reaches of Guatemala, and we are here for one very special reason. We're on a 5-day trek through the jungle to the lost ancient Mayan city of El Mirador. El Mirador is home to Danta, which is the highest Mayan pyramid that was ever built, yet no one knows about this place and barely anyone comes here. But that's why I'm in my jungle attire. Got my Montan gear on, long sleeve top for the mozzies, long sleeve trousers for the mozzies, and I've got my waterproof socks and the Nike trail shoes, Gore-Tex shoes. Gonna try and stop the water getting in because our guide, who you'll meet very shortly, he's got his wellies on and he says the water can be like a couple of feet high in some places, so who knows what to expect. It's going to be a mad adventure. It took us 3 hours of zero civilization through dirt roads to get here, and this is just the start. The jungle doesn't just mean mosquitoes and mud. We are in an absolute jaguar hotspot. There's hundreds of these cats here. We're going to be sleeping in and amongst them. Probably won't see one because they don't want to be seen, and we're a big gang of people, so they won't try and eat us. Hopefully, we're definitely going to be within 50 meters of multiple big cats at various points. We're going to be camping night one tonight after 17 kilometers of trekking. Then we'll have another 20 plus kilometers to get to El Mirador. Yeah. So that was just 15 minutes straight of bush bashing and ducking down, and we're all dripping already. Hopefully, that's as bad as the mud gets, but somehow I doubt it. Juan Carlos is at the front of the group. He's our guide, as I mentioned, but he is solo Español, and only 2 of us. We've got 1 fluent Spanish speaker, luckily. Hola. Stephen. So we're in a bit of a clearing now, time to decompress. So we're gonna be at it all day, but we had a 10 AM start. I'm expecting till about 5 PM, did he say yet?
I think 4 to 6 PM, depending on our pace, but our group is pretty athletic. I think we have a good chance of making it early.
Yeah, it's a good.
Roast some marshmallows.
Good, yeah, nice. It's rare when you do these kind of things that you think everyone's going to be up for it, but it looks like.
Yeah, we've got you. We've got an ultra marathon runner.
Yeah.
Nada. Después de los 80 ya se trabajó esto, pero para componer pegamento.
Still in hour 1, and we're well and truly in the mud. So we're in a clearing now. It was most likely an illegal farm that's now just overgrown because we've just seen an illegal corn farm about 2 minutes ago. A welcome rest from the jungle. So our first Mayan pyramid. So that's obviously what they look like when they're unexcavated because of all the land that's grown on top of them and the trees that are on top, similar to the ones in that jungle lodge in San Ignacio that we were staying at. Hola, buenos dias. Oh. Out the mud for now. We're here all dripping.
That is intense. That is intense.
Just concluded our first water break, 1.5 hours into day 1. And we're out the mud for a bit, which is pleasant because everyone's feet are soaked now. Nutmeg, yeah.
De ese se puede hacer un té.
Exactly like nutmeg.
Trapped. That's a pay.
Nice.
House. 14,600 steps.
We've just hit the area of La Florida and we've done 10 kilometers pretty much. We're about to sit down for lunch. Time for a well-earned break. So we've made it to the lunch spot, halfway for the day. La Florida is called. beautiful Mayan ruins. Sandwich time, exactly. So this area was inhabited between 800 BC and 900 AD, but was most significant in the classic period, which is 250 AD to 900 AD. Time to get my sandwich in. Ham and cheese sandwich, can't complain. A few biscuits.
A few biscuits. Some fruit.
What's in the vegetarian one? You don't know? Unknown. Unknown vegetables and cheese.
45 se declaró árbol.
Been a bit silent since lunch, but we're all in good spirits, moving fast, and there's no mud either, which is ideal. Making our way through, and we're rattling on till camp. So it is 2:15 currently. We've got just under a couple of hours left. I haven't mentioned the mosquitoes yet. They are relentless. Everyone's got about 10, 15 following them at any given time, and if you don't stop, they don't get you, but as soon as you stop, they land and then attack the weak points. So Charles in front, his top is like, we're all dripping with sweat, and the only tight point on him is like on his traps, and so they just keep attacking the shoulders, and for me they get on my delts on my shoulders as well. I'm glad I've got the long sleeve trousers on. Back in the mangroves we go. About 4k left for the day. Oh! Nice. Bit of a morale booster, a little bit of Tarzan action. Yeah, very done by the end of that, but we've made it. It's 4 p.m. Good job, guys. And even though we've been in muddy jungle all day, look what's in front of us. So yeah, we're gonna get a shower, get some food, and relax a bit, hopefully.
5 hours, 27 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Up non-stop at a mad pace as well.
19 kilometers, 27,000 steps.
Day one complete. I was under the impression we'd be eating crappy meat and vegetables out of a tin, but we've got actual chefs. Yeah, it is the Ritz. It feels like it. The tent's over there.
The Ritz of Patent.
I need a shower, man. I've got two bits of news, good news and bad news. Good news is, this is the tent for the night. Looks nice. This is everyone's set up. Far better accommodation than we expected. Yeah, I mean, these guys have lucked out. The bad news for me, it's irrelevant to you, is that I've got to do another 2 kilometers of walking for sunset. So we're doing that now.
It's gonna, because I haven't touched it in a long time, bro.
You might.
So it's 4:30 p.m. now, and the campsite is in the complex of El Tintal, which is a huge, obviously, Mayan city on the way to El Mirador. And we're heading to one of the pyramids. There's hundreds of pyramids within this complex. We're heading to one of them now for sunset. So the ball courts we saw in Ekbalam and Chichen Itza, you can remember that huge one in Chichen Itza where they play pocatok, where the ball can only touch the hips. This is actually the second biggest ball court that the Maya ever built, and I'm standing in the middle of it now. It's obviously unexcavated. Mosquitoes everywhere, get off me, man. So that's one slope there. We're in the center, and then that's the other slope. Incredible, you'd never know. Slope, center, slope. Crazy. And then the jungle's coming alive at night. You can hear it in the background. Final stretch up this pyramid, and we'll see the view of the jungle from the top. This is it. Wow. Check this out. Okay, so we can see El Mirador now, but to give you some context of how far away it is, I'm going to zoom in all the way from here. All of that tomorrow. Good luck, everyone. All right, that's the end of day one. We're now trekking the kilometer back to camp. I will show you what we have for dinner tomorrow when we commence day two. This one.
Oh my god!
Spider?
Oh my god!
What's that, bro?
What's there?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, it's so fast too.
Spider in the sock to start day 2. Fantastic sleep though. I got like 10, 11 hours in. I was knocked out by 8. Seems like everyone all around got a decent sleep in. Now I'm preparing to put the wet clothes back on. I washed my top in the shower yesterday, so it's fresh but wet. And yeah, just sorting out my shoes and saw that spider in there, so I'll double check them before I put them on again. Dinner was fantastic. I didn't understand the rest of what El Jefe said, but he said muchas comida, which means lots of food, I guess. So there was lots of food last night, and now we're going to load up breakfast. It is 6:15, and then we should be on the road by about 6:30ish. So before we start day 2, let me talk you through the plan. I've got El map right here. So we started yesterday at Carmelita, then trekked until lunchtime at La Florida, and then finished the day off at just under 20k at El Tintal, which is where our camp is for the night. We've slept here at El Tintal, and now we've got the biggest day of them all. It's a 22k plus day, all the way to El Mirador. Pretty overcast, moist air to start with, so I'm putting back on the wet clothes from yesterday and they're gonna stay wet. As I said, we've got an early start and we're just gonna be walking through the day at that solid pace of yesterday to get there to El Mirador by sunset today. And then the plan for day 3 is to fully explore the complex. Vámonos, Juan Carlos.
Ya, ahorita, primero Dios.
Never seen anything like that before. It's a parasitic tree. So the tree on the outside is eating the one on the inside and it's gonna kill it. We're just shy of an hour in, reached a bit of an impasse. Much better starting this early. It's 8 AM now because the heat's not hit us yet like it did yesterday in the midday sun. All is well for now. JC is currently building a bridge very effectively to get us across this puddle. He's an expert Guatemalan bridge builder. So for context, on top of the mosquitoes, the sweat, the heat and the walking and the crouching, these things, see the spikes, there's spikes up all of these trees, and these ones are more lethal, you can see them as well. So we're constantly like brushing past them and making sure we don't touch them while bashing through. So everyone, just from me stopping to talk to you there, the pace we're moving at, you can't even see them now. Monkeys in the tree, skull in a tree. We're stopping for lunch. I think the monkeys smell the food. Got that peach again. So, 2 bits of news. The good news is there's a bridge. The bad news is it looks like this. It's like...
Siempre bien agarrado del cable.
Sí, sí.
Porque ahorita el viaje
That's
pasado,
sketchy.
el viaje pasado que pegué hace...
Indiana Jones stuff. Let's do it.
Fuck me, you have long legs. Yeah.
Nice one. Good job. Hola, buenos dias. Another mini break and first bit of sun for the day. Then we've got 4Ks coming up right now before we have lunch. It's 10:30. We're smashing through it. We've just been discussing the lack of mosquitoes, except for you, you're getting eaten.
I'm getting decimated.
And the morale's very high. We were just being pessimistic about how much more boring the way back's going to be. My favourite part is the breaks though, for sure. Well on our way to the lunch spot now, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the pace. If it feels like this is a long trip, it is, but it's not because we're walking slowly. We're walking at pretty much what you'd expect double walking pace on the street to be, like pretty much marching, and with no rest breaks. Typically we'll have a water break every hour and 15. Other than that, it's just chatting at this pace. Still like zone 1, zone 2 for all of us because everyone's really fit, but it's not a joke. cheeky boy.
It's great.
Yeah?
It's fantastic.
Out of 10?
It's fantastic.
How cheeky out of 10 is it?
10 out of 10.
And just like that, the rest is over. 9 kilometers to go to get to the Grand El Mirador. We've had a little bit of sun in this clearing as well, which has been nice. Dried out the sweaty, disgusting t-shirt. Morale still very high. Energy's high. We're all fed and we're ready to go. And I've changed to shorts as well because I've got some unspeakable chafing in between my hamstrings. I resorted to having to hold my testicles to stop my legs from rubbing together, but that's not a good long-term strategy, so we'll see if this pays off. We're walking on the old Mayan road now. You can see on each side, it's about 7 meters left, 7 meters right, when it just drops off, and they put all of the, obviously it's unexcavated, they put all of the rocks and stones here by hand because they had no animal labor, and it goes for miles and miles. We've still got about 6 kilometers left to go today to get to El Mirador. Just when I thought it was getting easy, we've been handed some sticks by El Jefe, and we were wondering why. It can't be walking sticks, but no, there's a crossing. Time to get wet. Right, do we try and do this with one hand with a stick and one hand with a GoPro? That seems irresponsible. Oh, that's slippy. JC with the banter.
Roads. That part is fucked, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, nice. Go on, Charlie. I'm the balance man. Right, GoPro's going away. Let's get across.
And it's like 2 steps already finished.
Muerta.
Yeah.
Day 2 is nearly over and we have made it almost all the way to the El Mirador complex. We're right on the edge now in a place called La Muerta, as you can see on the map. We slept here in El Tintal this morning and have made it all the way along here, and we are now at La Muerta, which looks like this. Tomb over there and this huge building. Yeah. This is crazy. I'm inside the tomb through that narrow passageway. It's been raided. In the middle of the jungle, a tomb in the middle of the jungle. Let's get out of here. So after 2 tremendously difficult days trekking through the jungle, through mud, batting off a train of 15 mosquitoes each, we are now 2 kilometers away from El Mirador. We've done over 40k in total over the last 2 days. Those ruins to give us a nice little break, and now we're heading all the way through to the complex. And it's 3 p.m, so we'll wind down for the evening. No showers tonight, just a bucket for the next 2 nights, and then we'll explore the complex fully tomorrow. Job well done. And I was saying, normally on a group like this, even though Charles has got a black bin bag over his shoulder, don't be mistaken, he's an ultramarathon runner and he's very fit. And so everyone here has been putting in an absolute shift.
Allá hay otra que está frente a esta como las caras.
I'm interrupting with a brief intermission to say, if you want to do this for yourself and you think you can hack the 120-kilometer trek for 5 days through all the mosquitoes, then you need to go with Cooperativa Carmelita. Fantastic company, have really looked out for us. You can find them on the island of Flores, or you can find their information in the description of this video. So we've made it to camp and we've got a little bit of some snackage in, feeling a bit refreshed. We got it half an hour ago. This place is pretty cool, way more basic than the last one, but there's these monkeys up above us trying to mark their territory, throwing stuff at us, like shaking the trees so that we get out of the way. There's one like right there. See if he comes and attacks. Yeah, he's coming around the side. Hey, listen, I'm just glad that we've got some infrastructure here. I was expecting to pitch up the tents every night in the jungle with no resources and with awful food. So this is the state of the toilets now as we get further into the jungle. Here we go. That's just been graced by my bodily presence. And now we head back to camp at 5 p.m. We're going to see a pyramid, not La Dante, which we'll trek to tomorrow, but one of the pyramids in the Mirador complex. Juan Carlos, ¿cómo se llama el pyramid?
El Tigre.
El Tigre.
El Tigre le llamamos. Tiene 55 metros de alto. 55.
55 meters. So 55 meters this one, and clearly all the forest has been, all the jungle's been flat so far. And look at this sheer face to my left. This is an unexcavated pyramid. Look at the incline of it. And then over the hundreds and hundreds of years, the trees have just grown over the top and it looks like a mound. You can fit the entire central plaza of Tikal, which is the 3 major buildings, all inside the volume of this pyramid. We're at the top of that first flight, and it's partially excavated up here. It's just insane. Compare it to that picture you saw at the bottom. What it must have used to look like when it was completely clear. Let's go up to the top. Wow. How's that? How is that? That is crazy.
What the fuck?
That is a crazy sight.
What the fuck?
Oh. Look at that.
Wow.
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 It's just insane. And the biggest Mayan pyramid ever built. We're gonna go there tomorrow. So the sun is very nearly all the way down. That is the end of day 2. We've made it to the El Mirador complex. First thing tomorrow morning, provided there's no rain, we're headed over there to the top of La Dante for sunrise. And this view is such a special thank you for all of the hard work we've all put in for the last 2 days. So I'll show you what we had for dinner, and then I'll see you bright and early, well, or dark and early I should say, tomorrow morning. Welcome to day 3. It is 4:15 a.m. and we're about to hike up to the top of La Danta for sunrise. I've got a feeling this is going to be a very special view, and it looks like we've been blessed with the weather as well, because there's no rain overnight. So we're keeping up with El Jefe, setting the pace, and we should be there very soon. Okay, it's exactly 5 a.m. and we are now on the top of the largest pyramid the Mayans ever built, waiting for sunrise. And we can see the stars above, so it looks like we're going to get a clear one. Just insane. It's no wonder no one comes here. The 3 arduous days to get here. But 72 meters high, the highest Mayan pyramid ever built in one of the earliest civilizations of the Mayans. Absolutely stunning. Juan Carlos was saying that they very rarely get clouds here. That amount of mist in the morning. It just looked impeccable on the drone. So I'm very happy we got to experience that. And then we are going to be back later because we're sleeping here again tonight. So we're exploring the whole complex all day. We'll do about 10 kilometers today, exploring the complex, come back at some point this afternoon or this evening for sunset and get another perspective of the entire jungle from the top of La Danta. Now in the background you can hear something pretty ferocious and you might not know what it is. They are howler monkeys and they're asserting their dominance and geographical prowess by howling in the trees, and you can hear them over me right now. These ones are about 100 meters away and the volume is still. So when you're here, it's pretty clear what you're surrounded by in terms of the amount of structures, but on the camera it translates so much more differently because you can see that there's another pyramid here all the way up that slope. It's huge, but to you it just looks like a gradually increasing mound, and likewise on this side. So there's loads of wall structures around us. Obviously that one we just went up was excavated, but again here it's like solid rock. And we're in the walkway, the street in between, what would have been 1,500 years ago. So El Mirador was most prevalent in the pre-classical period, which started in -600. It was peak population between 100 BC and 100 AD, whereas sites like Cobra and Chichen Itza were peak population around 600 AD. And the same goes for Tikal as well, being peak population far later than El Mirador. The inhabitants of this place migrated over there. This camp is fantastic, and this is the first time in 2.5 days that we've had to actually chill. So we just spent an hour and a half chatting politics and lying in the hammocks, which was fun. It's only 10 AM still, so we're going on another walk with the boss man. We're going to get some cool shots again. All of that fog's cleared and we've got a full day of mooching around. Oh yeah. What do you think, Charles? You having fun?
Yeah, so much fun, man.
Yeah, you can tell from his excitement in his voice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I believe you.
Look at this amazing jungle. Everything's perfect. Man.
That's right. Especially when Ivo's getting all of the mosquitoes away from us.
Yeah, please go.
He got bitten so much this morning. I'll show you when he comes back. El Tigre is what we went up at sunset yesterday, which was beautiful. We're going around this entire complex now. So up El Tigre again, and then around what this would have used to look like. And we're currently here.
The animals that represent the dynasty.
Un altar. En la esquina hay un altar. Dice el arqueólogo, el petate es una pared recta. Siempre fuera, ¿eh? Après vous.
I've got some fantastic news. We're going to get the bird in the air one more time and hike all the way to the top of La Danta. Obviously we were there at sunrise today and we got that beautiful fog, but now we'll get a clear sunset view of the forest. That'll wrap up our final El Mirador day, and then we've got the arduous 2-day trek all the way back to Carmelita. Let's head over now and I'm going to snap straight to the view from the top of the highest Mayan pyramid ever built.
He's down there. Is the fox there?
3 days of suffering for the best view in the world. Endless, endless jungle. Just jaguars, mosquitoes, and waterlogged paths. And that is all, folks. We've got a 2-day trek to get back, but leave that to me. We'll take care of it. Thank you very much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed your trek to the most incredible pyramid that no one is talking about. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
Please like and subscribe.
Gracias, Juan Carlos.
Yeah.